Welcome to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com, your daily Bollywood news. Let's get into it.
And we are starting today with the headline that just makes you go, of course. It's about the undisputed power couple, Ranveer Singh and Deepika Padukone.
Ugh, this one is good. A new analysis of the all-time highest-grossing Bollywood films is out, and guess who's dominating? Together, they rule 4 of the 10 spots on that list. 4! It's just incredible. We're talking about films that have become part of the cultural fabric, and they are at the center of so much of it. It's a testament not just to their individual star power, but to their on-screen chemistry, which is, let's be honest, legendary at this point. Absolutely legendary. You see their names on a poster together, and you just know it's an event. And this isn't about 1 or 2 lucky hits. This is sustained, massive success over several years. It really is a fiery power couple, as the headline says.
And speaking of massive success, another name synonymous with breaking every record imaginable is S.S. Rajamouli. We finally have an update on his next epic, Varanasi.
Oh, finally! I feel like we've been waiting for this with bated breath. He's revealed that the major action sequences are already done, which for a Rajamouli film is probably the equivalent of another director finishing 3 entire movies.
That is probably accurate. He says they're now just shooting the connecting scenes and the whole thing should be wrapped up by September or early October. I mean, Mahesh Babu, Priyanka Chopra, and Prithviraj Sukumaran in an IMAX spectacle directed by Rajamouli, the expectations are just stratospheric.
Stratospheric is the word. You don't just go to a Rajamouli film, you experience it. And knowing it's being shot for IMAX just dials up that anticipation to 11. I am already preparing my mind to be completely blown away.
It's the kind of film you book tickets for months in advance. And while we're talking about stars of that magnitude, let's talk about another one who consistently delivers, Alia Bhatt.
Oh, the box office queen! The projections are in for her next film, Alpha, and it is set to push her past the 1,100 crore mark globally.
That is just an astounding number. It speaks to her incredible script selection, her talent, and her global appeal. After Jigra, she's just on this unstoppable roll. She has this knack for picking projects that are both commercially successful and critically interesting.
She really does. It's that blend of commercial savvy and artistic integrity. She's building a legacy that is just phenomenal. From a power couple, to a power director, to a powerhouse performer. What a start.
It really is. And you can't talk about powerhouses without mentioning the king himself, Shah Rukh. And there's a lovely, funny story about him doing the rounds.
Oh, I love his anecdotes. He's the best storyteller. What happened?
He shared this story about a fan encounter where a woman was absolutely convinced he was Akshay Kumar.
No, how?
Apparently, she came up to him, very excited, and said, "I'm your biggest fan, Akshay." And he, being his charming self, tried to play along, but she kept insisting. He said he was just absolutely confused about what to do.
I can just picture his face, that mix of bemusement and charm.
That's the thing about him. He handles these moments with such grace and humor. Most people would get annoyed, but he turns it into a great story. He even said he almost gave her an autograph as Akshay Kumar, but then thought better of it. It's such a perfect little reminder of his down-to-earth personality despite his megastardom. It reminds me of another story that resurfaced this week about Kabhi Haan Kabhi Na. It's been 31 years.
I know. Can you believe it? And Sadia Siddiqui, who played his friend Nikki in the film, revealed that she initially turned down the role.
What? Why? It's such an iconic film.
Get this. She said she was already drowning in love for Shah Rukh as a fan, and she was so intimidated and starstruck by the idea of working with him that her first instinct was to say no.
Aw, that's actually so sweet and relatable. The idea of meeting your hero is one thing, but having to act opposite him? I can understand the sheer panic.
Exactly. Thankfully, the director Kundan Shah convinced her, and she gave such a wonderful performance. It's a lovely little what-if story. And it seems the Khan legacy of charming the film set continues.
How so?
Farah Khan has been talking about working with Aryan Khan on his directorial debut. She choreographed a song for it and was just glowing. She said beginning her journey with Shah Rukh and now working with his son felt so profound. A real full-circle moment for her.
That is beautiful. Seeing that next generation step up, mentored by the people who worked with their parents, it's one of those things that makes the industry feel like a big, sometimes complicated, but ultimately connected family.
For sure.
And speaking of family and complications,
Let's dive into the box office. It feels like a proper battlefield out there right now. It really does. The big headline clash is, of course, Cocktail 2 versus the new release, Welcome to the Jungle. Cocktail 2 has crossed the 81 crore net mark, which is solid, but it's facing some serious heat.
Serious heat is right. Welcome to the Jungle is putting up a huge fight. The reports for its Sunday morning occupancy are really strong, and it looks like a 25 crore Sunday could be on the cards.
The thing is, though, the reviews for Welcome to the Jungle have been, let's say, mixed at best.
That's putting it mildly. The Indian Express said it groans and moans and is rarely madcap enough. The Hindu said Akshay Kumar and Johnny Lever salvage a script lost in the woods.
Ouch. So it's a classic case of critic proof versus audience love. The franchise has a lot of goodwill, and people just want to go and have a laugh regardless of what the reviews say. It seems so.
But not every big star is having that kind of luck. The reports for Ram Charan's Petty are quite disappointing. After 24 days, it seems to have dropped again, even with a Saturday boost. It just never really found its momentum. It's always a shame when a big anticipated film doesn't connect. And it's not the only one. Bobby Deol's film Bander has officially ended its theatrical run, and it's being called a major box office disappointment, earning less than 5 crore net in India. Wow, that's tough. But on the flip side, the regional cinemas are absolutely shining. It's so great to see.
It really is. Samantha Ruth Prabhu's film Ma Inti Bangaram is on fire. It's crossed the 70 crore mark worldwide in just 9 days and is on track to become one of the highest-grossing Tollywood films of the year.
And the Marathi industry is having a fantastic run.
An amazing run. Gabat Kund is set to become the 7th successful Marathi film of 2026, which is just brilliant. And then you have Tumbachi Manjula, which has earned over 150% profits and is already a super hit.
I love that. It shows that good stories, regardless of the language or the budget, will find their audience. It's not all about the 100 crore Hindi blockbusters. There's so much vibrant cinema happening all over the country.
And speaking of blockbusters and the people who make them, there's a very serious and worrying story concerning director Rohit Shetty.
Yes, I saw this. He's reportedly received another extortion threat, this time for 20 crore, allegedly from the Lawrence Bishnoi gang. This comes just months after that attack in Juhu. It's really frightening. It's awful. No one should have to deal with that kind of fear and intimidation just for doing their job. It's a stark reminder of the pressures and dangers that can exist behind the glamour. Absolutely. And in a strange bit of timing, an old interview with him has resurfaced, where he talks about his family's protective instincts. He jokingly said, "Everyone in my family is like Sunny Deol from Gather."
Wow, he was talking about how fiercely they protect each other. For that to resurface now, it just adds another layer to the story. You hope he has that kind of support network around him, because this is incredibly serious.
It really is. And it's not the only serious issue making headlines. There's a very distressing story about the actor Satendra Soni, who was in Lapata Ladies.
Oh, I saw his video. It was heartbreaking. He broke down on social media, alleging that he hasn't been paid for his work on a project, and has even received a death threat from the director.
It's just terrible. The All India Cine Workers Association has stepped in and is demanding an FIR be filed. It shines a light on these horrible situations where artists, especially those who aren't huge stars, can be exploited. No artist should endure that kind of treatment.
Absolutely not. Your payment for your work is the bare minimum of professional respect. It's a systemic problem that needs to be addressed more forcefully.
And there's one more difficult story in the headlines, this one from Kashmir. The teaser for the new Ajay Devgan film Chauhan has sparked a lot of anguish.
What's the issue?
The teaser apparently shows a youth hit by pellets in the eyes, which is a very real and painful issue in the region. But then there's a voiceover from the actor that describes it as limited damage.
Oh no, that's incredibly insensitive.
Yes. Understandably, people in Kashmir who have lived through the reality of pellet injuries are deeply hurt and angered by that portrayal. It's a powerful reminder for filmmakers to be extremely careful and compassionate when dealing with real-world trauma. There's a responsibility there that has to be taken seriously.
A huge responsibility. Let's hope the filmmakers listen to that feedback. It's so important. Shifting gears a bit, let's look forward to some things that are generating a lot of excitement. We have new trailers.
Yes, and the big one is the Telugu teaser for Mirzapur the movie.
The excitement is real. Taking that iconic series to the big screen is a huge move. Pankaj Tripathi, Ali Fazal, Divyendu, seeing them in a cinematic format is going to be epic. The teaser looks intense.
So intense.
And then we also got the teaser for Prahar, which has a stellar cast. Rajkumar Rao, Wamika Gabi, Jaidev Alawat, and Sikandar Kher.
That is a lineup of acting talent right there. It looks like a really gritty, high-stakes thriller. Avinash Avun directing, Dinesh Vision producing, that's a combination that promises quality.
It really does. And speaking of quality combinations, how about this for a reunion? Saif Ali Khan and Akshay Kumar are getting back together for a film called Haiwan.
The main Pilati to Anari duo. I love their chemistry.
Me too. But Saif was quick to point out that this is not going to be another one of their classic comedies. He said the film doesn't rely on comedy. It's going to be something different for them.
I'm intrigued. Seeing them tackle a different genre together could be amazing. Their comedic timing is legendary, but they're both fantastic actors in their own right. I'm excited to see what they do.
Me too. And you can't talk about legendary duos without mentioning Munna and Circuit.
Don't play with my emotions. Is there Munna by 3 news?
There is. Rajkumar Hirani has officially said it will definitely happen soon.
Soon? That's the best word in the English language right now.
He said the bond between Munna and Circuit is timeless, comparing them to Ram and Hanuman, and that the story is what they're working on getting just right. But he confirmed it is happening.
I could not be happier. The world needs a Munna movie right now. That dose of hope and humor is more necessary than ever. That is fantastic news.
It really is. And another bit of much speculated about news. Bahubali 3.
Okay, now you're just listing all of my favorite things. What's the story?
A clip from the documentary Bahubali the Torchbearer went viral, and it's got Prabhas, Rana Daggubati, and Anushka Shetty all talking, which has just reignited all the speculation that a third film could be on the cards.
Look, do I think it's likely? Probably not. Do I want to live in a world where it's a possibility? Absolutely yes. I will take any and all speculation on this front. Just the idea of it is exciting.
Exactly. And while we wait for these potential sequels, we have plenty of other industry chatter to keep us busy, like the very modern problem of AI-generated images.
Ah, yes, the fake Ranveer Singh image from Durandadar 2. It went viral, didn't it?
It did, to the point where the director, Aditya Dar, had to come out and officially debunk it. He urged audiences to only rely on official content. It's a sign of the times, isn't it? It's getting harder and harder to tell what's real.
It really is. It's a new challenge for filmmakers. How do you control the narrative and the first look of your film when anyone can just create a pretty convincing fake?
It's tricky. But you know it's definitely not fake? A very sweet, very real story from the set of Bajrangi Bhaijaan.
Oh, do tell.
Co-star Manoj Bakshi recalled a moment during a scene where little Harshali Malhotra, who played Money, had a mouthful of chicken and didn't know what to do with it. And Salman Khan just cupped his hand and let her spit it out right there.
Aw, that is so unexpectedly sweet and just fatherly. It's one of those little behind-the-scenes moments that shows a completely different side to a massive superstar.
Exactly. It's not about the action sequences or the big dialogues. It's about a simple, kind gesture to a child on a film set. I love stories like that.
Me too. And from a sweet story to a slightly silly one, Kriti Sanon and her rumored boyfriend Kabir Bhatia.
The breakup rumors.
They went viral because of a single photo. But a source close to him has come out and clarified that the whole thing was a misunderstanding, and the photo was taken out of context. The internet just loves to jump to conclusions.
It's the speed of it. One picture, and suddenly a whole narrative is built around it. It must be exhausting to live under that kind of microscope. Glad it was cleared up.
Same here. And how about this for a career pivot? Sohail Khan is going to be a contestant on the Prime Video reality show Alliance.
I saw that. He was talking to the media before going in, explaining what convinced him to do it. It's a completely different arena for him. I'm genuinely curious to see how he does.
It's always interesting when you see someone from a film family step into that unscripted reality space. It feels like we'll get to see a side of him we haven't before. It's a bold move.
A very bold move. Well, from reality shows to rumored relationships, there's never a dull moment.
Never. And we wouldn't have it any other way. It's a whirlwind, and we love every minute of it.
Headlines to heartbeats tuck.
You've been listening to Bollywood Deep Dive from IndiaReview.com.
Come back tomorrow. Namaste.